で二人は天下晴れて結ばれるのです。
そうだな。良い子を作ろうぞ。
車さん。
どれ？うわー、暗いよ、狭いよ、怖いよ、暗いよ、狭いよ、怖いよ。
This episode of Urusei Yatsura is pretty divisive. Is that the word? Divisive? And it's quite interesting in a way. And the reason that I'm saying that it's interesting is because I didn't like it. And I find that concept interesting because if I were just to simply give this anime the roundhouse kick of 3-episode rule, it absolutely crushed the 3-episode rule, and it was fantastic. And I've been having a really good time watching the episode, like really laughing and just. At the end of the day, the anime is just silly, and it's meant to be that. It's meant to be silly, not take it serious. You're just meant to, to be there and laughing at Ataru's, antics and Lum's antics and Shinobu's antics and now Mendo's antics, which I think that's part of the problem is I don't really like Mendo as a character. And you're just supposed to kind of be laughing at the antics. And I think this specific episode kind of broke that for me because I didn't laugh like at all. I think maybe the funniest moment of the episode is when Ataru put Mendo inside of like the big like chamber or bell, or he basically put him in a dark room thing. He basically made him claustrophobic and put him in darkness to where he was freaking out. And Kuruma, the princess girl, she was like, yo, I'm out of here. I can't deal with sissy boys like that. And I think that was probably the funniest moment of the episode, which, that's okay if that's like the highlight. But the rest of the episode simply didn't hit for me. Like, it just felt like a skit. Like, this episode felt like a skit to me. And I immediately had this thought like, oh no, like, I really hope that this show isn't like a bunch of skits like this to where these random occurrences are happening. Like, okay, let me take a step back. The thing that I like about this show is I thought it was just absolutely absurd. Aliens land on Earth. Lum becomes infatuated with Ataru. Ataru keeps going after and chasing Shinobu, as well as other girls and stuff. And, those are the antics that keep happening. Last episode decided to introduce Mendo, and Mendo now threw a wrench in Ataru's plan because now Mendo has gotten the attention of Shinobu, which takes her attention away from Ataru. So that I was like, okay, we're all good for that. But now this episode, you had this girl Kuruma, who seemingly comes also from another planet, and kind of threw a wrench in what I thought the show was going to be. Now I went from thinking it was going to be this constant random scenarios thrown to us by Shinobu and Ataru and Lum and Mendo. But now I'm thinking that we're going to get a bunch of skits of random events happening like Kuruma, like other folks coming from different planets, other worlds, and Ataru is going to be chasing these. They're always going to be girls, more than likely. Ataru is going to be chasing them, and it's going to be causing like these skits. And I just don't know. I don't know. I simply don't know what I don't know. I don't know the source material. I didn't watch the anime from 1981 or whatever, so I don't know. That's just the feeling that I'm getting by watching this specific episode that simply wasn't funny. And that's the redeeming quality to me of this anime is it needs to be funny. It doesn't need to make sense. It doesn't need to give me like really heavy or deep plot. It just needs to be dumb and funny. And this episode, and it might just be my type of sense of humor, which I feel is I have a pretty good sense of humor, I think. I laugh at a lot of dumb shit. I just don't feel like this episode was funny. And that kind of sucks. So this is exactly what happened. Girl falls from sky by bird people. Bird people trying to find her husband. Whoever kisses her to wake her up like a princess is the one to be betrothed. Mendo should be the person. The birds choose Mendo. Ataru comes in because he sees hot girl, kisses her. The rest of the episode is a push and pull between Kuruma and Mendo and the birds. trying to stop Atu from getting in the way, Atu trying to get in the pants of Kuruma, Lum trying to stop him and help the bird so that way she can stop, the whole entire scenario happening. Does it work? We find out that Kuruma's tradition is BS. She's back in the saddle for Mendo now that she can kick Atu to the curb because she doesn't have to be betrothed to the person that kissed her. Atu makes fun of Mendo. Mendo gets put in darkness. He's a big sissy boy. She dips out. She's like, I'm going to go find a hunky man. Cool. I mean, it's all that happened, though. Like, and again, the only reason I'm mentioning this is because nothing really else funny happened. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to cut it short there. I'm going to say this episode wasn't good. 5 out of 10. Not a very good episode to me on a personal level. If you were belly laughing, if this was the funniest thing you've seen since the 2005 Cat Williams comedy, cool. It just did not do anything for me at all. I didn't like it. So I'm hoping next episode we get a better scenario, we get a better skit, we get a better something. I need them to bring me back to the first 2 episodes. I think last episode was funny. Not the best, but funny. This episode, poo-poo. So I'm hoping that episode 5 brings me back. If not, even today, like, I paused halfway through. I was like, yo, do I just not cover this anymore? So we'll see. If episode 5 is also garbage, I have a hard conviction on my channel to, if I'm not enjoying something, then the only kind of content I'm going to put out on it is going to be negative. I will put one final piece of content, let you know my true feelings, and that's it. But I'm not there yet. I have a feeling episode 5 may be a better episode. So we're going to give it episode 5. If that's also poo-poo and I also hate it, I'll stop there. But if it's redeemable, if it's funny, that's the main thing. If it's funny, we'll keep going. So let me know what you guys thought. I know it's kind of harsh, but it's just my true feelings, and just kind of how I feel. So let me know what you guys thought. I'll see you guys next week, and hopefully we're gonna cross fingers, toes, and every other body part we can. That episode 5 is a lot better. All right, friends. Deuces.